All right, so let's take a look at your report. First, some general items here. Overall swing time, this is the beginning of the backswing to impact. It's about 1 second, slightly less than 1 second. So this means your backswing is relatively fast, which is good.
Okay.
However, the clever speed here is about 94.
Okay.
But you need to increase this,
Yes.
go to at least a 3-digit
Yeah.
number, right?
Yes. I want that.
So on the one hand, we have to increase this.
Yes.
And then when we look at, this is the backswing from here to, this is top of backswing, so this is backswing. This is the clever speed during the backswing. You can see that the peak occurs about at the center here, right?
Yes.
But actually this peak has to occur more later.
Later.
So have the image of building the climax toward the end. So when you let the club keep going this way, then toward the end, you have to slow this down actively. So you need to feel that active slowdown at the end. Instead of just lift this up and then shallow here, throw actively here so that you are slowing this down actively. Then it will load the muscles. Then when you start the downswing, you can use these muscles to start the downswing. So it becomes more active. So more than anything, toward the end of the backswing, you should feel that these muscles are elongated and then building tension.
Okay.
So
Can I
that's
translate a little bit? Il dit que là, moi, ma courbe, c'est là où ça va le plus vite, c'est au milieu, et ça devrait être plus vers la droite. À la fin du backswing, je devrais aller le plus vite possible.
D'accord. Donc, too quickly, too early.
yeah, it's a bit too early. So the peak should occur about here,
Normalement, ça doit être plus à droite.
toward the end. Yeah.
Et à la montée, je dois sentir que vraiment je ralentis à la fin pour que les abdos et tous les muscles aient la tension pour repartir.
D'accord.
Donc il faut vraiment que j'essaie de ralentir à la fin. Je comprends pas trop, mais...
So throw and then using the momentum, your body keeps going that way, but you have to slow this down. You have to engage the muscle to slow down. So then it's like a spring is loaded. Spring is extending, stretching, and it develops tension. With that, you're going into downswing.
But I'm slowing down everything, or...
The whole thing. So your body has to also slow down in order to change the direction. Okay. So
it's that. Too quickly here,
Yeah.
and slowly now.
yeah, so here, with the active backswing, and then at the end, you have to really feel that the tension is building here. So these muscles here
Sentir les muscles là.
will turn your body this way, but in the backswing, when you slow down your body, that these muscles are actually engaged early, and then your body wants to go this way, but your muscles are pulling this way, so it slows down. But these muscles will be elongated. And then you are using the same muscle on the way down. It's called the stretch shortening cycle. So when the muscles are stretched first and then going into shortening, then you can generate the most amount of force.
Il y a plus de force si tu allonges et après...
Ouais, c'est ça.
So you need to have more rhythmic. Let it go instead of just go here and try to hit with arms.
She plays more with arms, not enough that.
Yes. Yeah, that's it. And then also, here, in this one, you actually have two numbers overlapped, 3 and 4. So 3 is when, during the backswing, when the lead arm is paired to the ground.
Where's 3 and where's
Here.
4?
3 and 4 is superimposed.
Yeah.
They are together, overlapped here. This is 2. This is 5. 3 and 4 at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So 3 is when the lead arm becomes paired to the ground,
Okay.
and then usually the club points that way.
Yeah.
4 is when the club becomes vertical in the frontal view, but it's happening at the same time.
Same speed.
no, at the same time here. What that means is you are using your wrist early.
Ah, j'utilise trop vite mes poignets.
Ah ouais. Et in the backswing.
Ouais.
Yeah. When you just throw the club head, then when the lead arm is here, the club should point that way,
Yeah.
about 45-degree angle here.
45 degrés.
But because you are using the wrist early, so this and the club becoming vertical, they happen at the same time. So in the frontal view here, so if you look at this, now the lead arm is parallel to the ground.
Yes.
This is 3. When the club aligns vertically, this is 4. But these are happening at the same time. That means you're using the wrist early.
Yeah. Okay.
It's because if you go here, the backswing path is really high here. This is the clubbed path during the backswing. So starting from here, your club is following this path here, going really high here.
What's high? What is?
So if this is a swing plane,
Yeah.
if this is swing plane, you are lifting this up.
Too much up.
Trop.
You are lifting this up. That's why you are using wrist early.
C'est pour ça que j'utilise les poignets.
But imagine you're moving it more along the swing plane, this way here. Going this way and coming around. So if you have less deviation, then you don't have to lift this. So more moving it along the plane here. So if I use this board here. So here, this is a typical swing plane here.
Yes.
Then in the beginning, if you move this along this plane versus you are lifting this up. By using the wrist, you're actually lifting this up this way.
Yes.
Instead of letting it go along this plane.
Even at the start, I'm doing it outside the plane.
Yeah, so in the backswing, once you start here,
I'm already outside.
yeah, you are doing this. So it's going pretty high here. Instead, image this here. You're moving this along the plane, then you don't have much deviation from the swing plane.
The time depends of the body.
Yes, so she has too much deviation of the club head from the swing plane. Because going this way here. Try to lift this up here. Okay. Then what happens is you go up here and then try to shallow. Just using the arms. Okay, so let's go back. So that's what this basically shows you. So instead of going up this way, if you follow this way here,
Ah ouais.
so less motion away, that's easier to move along the swing plane here. So, but if you have too much deviation, you cannot really throw this fast.
And if she plays with the ball au-dessus, he also.
Would it be a good exercise if I have a ball on, like the ball would be here and I play like this, so I'm more
So the best way is you have to change the backswing, right? The image you need to develop is, so let's say you have, this is a swing plane here. This is a swing plane. Using the speed, let it go. Instead of lift this and then come this way. So, use the speed and go. So instead of intentionally shallowing here, you're making a large loop here. Rather, just go this way and then just reverse the direction and then come down. Instead of lift and then try to turn this way. So you're lifting this and then try to just drop it. You have a big looping motion here. So, so when you have a good initial motion, throwing the end point laterally, if you have the image of throwing the end point laterally, then automatically you are going to this position here instead of.
Like drawing.
Yeah.
Dis comme si je lançais un truc.
Ah ouais.
So that way also the peak cleavage speed will occur later here.
Okay.
Because you're throwing actively here. You have this speed going all the way and then actively slowing down at the end. So that one. And then let's go to the top view. So this large rectangle, this is your swing plane, calculated from your cleavage motion. So it's mainly using the cleavage trajectory from here to here. So from horizontal to horizontal here. Using this trajectory, calculated the swing plane. And your swing plane is slightly inward. So this is the target line. Your swing plane is pointing slightly inward. So about slightly over 2 degrees.
Je pars dessus.
Par-dessus.
And then this smaller rectangle here, this is the hand motion plane. And then the hand motion plane is also slightly inward by on the average about 3 degrees.
Et les mains aussi.
But now-
Outside.
Inside. It's,
Ah, inside.
so
Ah,
the,
outside.
Mais non, mais ça c'est la target. I'm going this way, right?
no, this is the swing plane. This is the target line.
Target.
It's going this way, slightly out to in.
Two in.
Yeah,
Out to
out
in.
in. Yeah,
Ah, out in.
Out, in.
yeah, about 3 degrees, 2
Tu vois
to
la
3
target, c'est la
degrees.
ligne.
Ouais, 2 degrees out in.
Yeah, right now.
Et
So,
3 pour les mains.
but this is not too bad. This is not too bad. One thing,
C'est pas trop mauvais.
the club head and your hands are moving fairly parallel to each other.
Okay.
This is good.
Yes?
Yeah. So when you throw your hands in the direction you want to hit, the club head will also move in that direction. So keeping these two fairly parallel to each other, this makes the swing a bit easier. Okay.
Quand c'est parallèle, c'est plus facile.
So, but from time to time, you see, if you look at these numbers here, the direction changes. 1.8 degrees, 2.1, 3.2, 0.9, 3.1. So the standard deviation is a bit large.
Yeah.
So it's changing
trop de
from
changements.
swing to swing.
Des fois, je pars dessus à 1.8, des fois, je pars dessus à 2.1.
It's probably because of this motion here.
Il dit parce que je fais la boucle.
So you have a continuous lifting and then shallowing here. If this is not consistent, then you have change in direction. Okay. So it's better to keep it a bit less deviated from the swing plane. So more throw and then let it go and then reverse the direction and then come down.
So throw fast and then slow.
Yeah, and then you slow down it and then just reverse the direction and come down. Then it becomes really simple. Throw in the reverse direction and then come down here, rather than lift this up here in the shallow and then try to hit the ball. So because you have a lot of off-plane motion, here's the swing plane. You have on-plane motion and the off-plane motion. But you have too much off-plane motion, this
But
motion.
if I shallow, why am I out in? Shouldn't I be?
So your shallowing motion is not enough because you lifted really high here, but this side you're not really going into out.
Ok.
C'est pas assez. Tu fais pas
Je
assez.
shallow pas assez, donc je pars dessus quand même.
Yeah. So again, if let's go to the next one here. So now everything is aligned along the swing plane here. This is the swing plane. Then this is the cleavage path during the backswing here, as you see here. Initially, it's going a bit below the swing plane, but then you are lifting this up here. The hands are on the swing plane. Your cleavage is lifted here.
The club should be.
The cleavage head should be a bit lower here, and actually your hand should be higher here. So in the backswing, instead of going this way here, your hands are going low by lifting the club head. Rather, if you throw the club head, with that, your hands actually go higher here, this way, instead of going this way. So when you throw the club head actively, then with that, the hand will actually go higher because you have this motion. Okay? But if you lift this here, hands stay low, and then you're lifting, holding here, and then coming down.
And on this, do you have a standard of the line, or like how do you know where
So
the hands are supposed to be?
the hands here, the hands are moving about 10 degrees along the plane, about 10 degrees steeper than the swing plane. So your hands, if this is swing plane, your hands are below here, and then on the way up, either cross the swing plane or go above. Here, about 20, 25 centimeters above the swing plane. From down here, about 15 centimeters below. From here, about 25 centimeters above.
And in the middle,
So this is swing plane here.
and when the arm is
So-
parallel to the ground,
So here,
it should be
so here, at the beginning, your hands are here. And then as soon as you start the swing, the hands should gradually start moving up, but you are keeping the hands low up until this point here. But that's why the hands are still moving along the swing plane here, right here.
yeah.
Then you're lifting the club head instead, but have more this motion here. So generally in the backswing, instead of going this way here, instead of going this way, rather throw and then go this way. So throw and go here. So your forearm shows this supination motion, as if you are lifting a tray, food tray here.
Can I try?
So hold this with your right hand. Your left hand is right above the elbow here, so they secure this. And then feel this motion, and then throw, and then your hands are going this way here. So throw, and the hands are moving up here. So go a bit faster. And then one thing. So you are currently moving the hand like this, but rather, in order to have a good motion from here, throw. Yeah. So imagine you are starting from here to make it easier.
Okay.
Then you can make this motion continuous. Then you are using this supination motion here,
Okay.
doing this throw here. Then the club does not go that high here. It will stay. And then this will be parallel to the swing plane here. So you are at the good position here. So from swing, and then throw, and then go this way. Yeah, that speed is better. Yes. So when you can just throw the club head, you don't have to lift this up and then try to do this. Just throw and then let it go all the way. Yes. And at the end, instead of just stopping, go all the way and then have active slowdown so that your body muscles can be loaded here. So it's not just the club motion, but your body will turn, and then toward the end, you have to activate these muscles here so that your body can slow down here, and then using that, you are going down here. So you must have this motion. Turn here, and then let it go. Shoulder motion here. Turn and slow down, and then let it go. Continuous motion. Instead of just go here, then try to come down. So if your shoulders just stop at the top, then you cannot have a good transition sequence. So the shoulders are continuously turning and then coming down here. Then you can use these muscles. So you can start downswing a lot easier.
Should I try?
Okay. Yes. Now use both hands. Yes. Yeah, so toward the end, you should feel the tension is building in your body.
Ok.
You're coiling your body so that imagine these muscles are springs. And then when you turn your body continuously, then these springs will be elongated. They will build tension. Using that tension, slow this down and then going into downswing using these muscles. So when you start downswing, you should be able to use these muscles rather than using the arms here.
Moi j'utilise les bras, il faudrait utiliser ça. C'est comme un, je sais pas comment on dit, un trombone, je sais pas quoi. Tu te tends et après hop.
Ouais, comme un élastique.
Ouais.
Un élastique.
So when you use these muscles really well, then this happens here. Go up here. Because you are using these muscles. But when you try to use this and then use the arms here, the sounds are different. This versus the sounds are different because you're using bigger muscles. Okay, so let's go over this a bit more, then we'll talk about this.
Pour la montée, il te disait que tu montais trop vite, c'est ça?
Ouais, ça c'était avant. Mais là il disait les mains, ça
Et
allait
après,
pas.
il te dit que ton coude droit, il faut qu'il soit plus comme ça.
Ça, je sais pas.
And at the end, is more that,
This
and not that, more that.
Go this way.
Because when she
Moi, je suis
plays,
trop-
it's like that, or not that. It's
Yeah, so at this point here, I want to see the club more going this way. So then your hands are higher,
yeah.
the club is a bit lower here,
Plus haut
Yeah.
et le club plus
this way.
bas.
Ah, les mains,
Les mains plus hautes.
ailleurs, the hand, and
Parce
the
que là elles
club.
sont trop basses par rapport au plan.
Ah ouais.
So the
hand
hands needs to
has,
go higher, the club goes a bit lower.
Yeah, the hand more higher, and the club
Yeah, yeah.
more that.
So going this way. So then you're holding a food tray here with the main dishes here. You're carrying the food. Yeah. And the current swing plane slope is about 45.8 degrees. The slope, because you have a lot of shallowing here, your swing plane is a bit flatter than normal, but I think this should be okay. So here, so
On the downswing you're talking about?
no, here the slope. This slope here. This slope of the swing plane is currently on the average is 45.8 degrees.
Le swing plane il est à 45 degrés. Là, c'est
And then, so at the setup position here, the swing plane is passing below the elbow here. Right? This is the right elbow.
il passe dans le-
Dans le coude.
But actually, the swing plane has to go through the elbow here.
Normalement ça doit passer dans le coude et moi je suis plus basse.
So from the ball to elbow,
Right or left?
usually right elbow.
Ok.
Mais at the address,
Ouais.
at the address,
So
donc les mains sont
this
trop
should
basses.
pass here
Ouais.
instead of down here.
Because at the address, the hand are too
The hands
low.
are too low. at
No,
the
no,
end.
no. It's not the height of the hand, but it's because on the way down you are dropping this quite a bit here, so everything is coming down.
But the swing plate, you're taking it off my address, right?
This is actually the swing plane is calculated from the downswing,
Oh, the downswing?
from horizontal to horizontal here. Using the cleaved motion, we are calculating the swing plane.
Okay.
But once we visualize the swing plane, we can tell whether this is too steep or too flat.
And mine is
Yours is a bit flat here.
flat.
So normally when you are in the setup position, the downswing plane passes through the elbow here.
Can I explain it? Lui, il prend pas le swing plane comme toi à l'adresse.
D'accord.
Le swing plane, il le calcule quand je reviens à partir de là et là, quand je
D'accord.
suis là.
Ouais,
Donc
c'est
c'est
ça le
pour ça
plan, ouais.
que là, les mains, ça va pas changer.
D'accord.
Comment il calcule le swing plane.
D'accord.
Yeah, this is a bit flat, so I want to see the swing plane more going through the right elbow at the setup position.
Donc lui, il veut changer le swing plate, pas les mains.
D'accord.
But this is because you have a lot of shallowing motion here.
Je chalonne trop, donc il est trop flat. mon swing plate.
So it becomes a bit flat here. So if you make the swing plane a bit steeper here, and also reduce this deviation here,
Si je
then
monte mieux, bah après ça va être
Ouais, ça va être mieux. Ouais.
so have a more image of instead of going a lot up and down this way, just have more motion this way here.
Okay.
So and then you can develop good swing plane by using, when you practice, by using something called the trigger motion. Throw the club this way here, from here in one action, throw all the way.
And stop.
And then you have to slow this down. So when you start from here, you don't know where to go here. But when you practice, if you go here,
Naturally, you'll be good.
then automatically you will find good plane here. So go here and swing. So always when you practice, use the trigger motion here.
Okay.
Go this way from here, guide this all the way. That way you can reshape the backswing motion.
When I record, I film, it's impossible to see the good plane with the elbow.
Yeah, so usually,
So he usually films with like an iPad, and then he tries to put the swing plate
Correct.
correct, but it's
Oh,
just
on the
on
elbow.
the shaft, but it's not calculated through my swing plane.
yeah. So when you record the swing from there, so down the line view here,
Yeah.
and then you can see that you can draw a line at the setup position. You can draw a line connecting the ball and the elbow here.
Elbow.
You draw that line, and then see on the way down whether the club is moving along that plane.
Et après, dans le backswing, il faut que tu regardes si le club il est bien
Dans ce plan, mais il faut partir au niveau de
elbow et la balle.
elbow là-bas.
So
The ball and the elbow.
yeah.
Right elbow.
So image that you are at the setup position, ball there, elbow here, and then when you flex the
That's a good
arm
swing
here,
plane.
now this is the swing plane here.
Okay.
You're moving along the swing plane.
The swing plane is not the shaft.
No,
Never
This
has
is-
been.
Elbow.
Ça n'a jamais été le shaft.
yeah, the elbow plane.
Elbow.
Ah, good. Thank you. Good.
The shaft plane, that's not the actual swing plane.
No.
No.
That's okay.
Hank Hayne is on plane swing, and Jim Hyde is one plane swing. They all have wrong assumption.
Il dit en canet, c'est faux.
Ah oui, parce
C'est
que
mauvais.
et
C'est pas ça qu'il fallait faire.
when you put the iPad, the good
Height.
About this height.
Elbow height.
the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then down the line view. Then you can easily draw a line there and see if on the way down you're fairly moving along that line. Yeah, a lot of people assumes that you return to the initial shaft position. No.
Parce qu'il y a beaucoup de personnes qui font l'assumption que tu reviens là où est le shaft, à l'adresse. quand tu as
So even in your swing here, this is the initial alignment, right?
Yes.
But the swing plane is here. So
Tu vois que le swing plate il est plus haut que le shaft.
So in the downswing, if you look at the alignment, this happens along this line.
Makes sense.
C'est-à-dire
Que bah, tu vois, à l'impact, le shaft il était dans le swing plate et pas là où était le shaft.
ouais, et il est plus haut. Hein.
Ouais, un peu plus haut. Ouais. Et moi je suis flat en plus.
So on the way down here, in the downswing here, around here, yeah, this is a bit too low.
The shaft?
Yeah, so this should be a bit higher. This should be higher here. So when you want to swing hard here, but if it comes too low here, it's hard to throw the club.
Si tu reviens intérieur, c'est dur d'aller vite.
If it's too high, also you have a problem.
It has to be on the plane.
Yeah, so you have to move the club along reasonable plane so that you can throw it really actively. But if it's too low here, then
Yeah.
it's going
Okay.
low here. Yep. So and then this is the center of mass of the body here. This red dot here.
Centre de masse.
So then it shows how your center of mass is moving during the swing. So initially here, initially the center of mass is here. And then when you start the backswing here, it's moving horizontally in the away direction.
Ok.
Then soon it will go up, going up here to this position. So this 5 is when the pelvis rotation is completed.
Le 5, c'est quand le pelvis a
So-
complètement tourné.
So this is the pelvis transition point.
Ok.
And then here you will have a the center of mass at the high point here.
Ok.
And after that, it goes down in the diagonal direction here. Now, this has to go lower. It has to go down more.
Le centre de masse, il va pas assez bas.
So what I see here is that you don't
Centimètre.
have good vertical motion here.
J'ai pas une bonne verticale.
Ah
Il
ouais.
va pas assez bas. En centimètres, là, tu vois, je suis à 0 alors
Ouais.
que je devrais aller.
So,
Not enough.
in order to interact with the ground well in the vertical direction, your body has to
Up
move up and down
and
more.
down.
Yeah.
And me is up,
Yeah.
not down.
If you look at your leg posture here, your legs are just straight.
Ah, straight. But why does it say like maybe 2 centimeters?
So here, because the lower body is there, your arms and club are moving upward.
Okay.
So relative to this one here, now when your arms and club move up, so this mass is moving upward. So that's why the center of mass moves upward.
Ok. Le centre de masse, il bouge vers le haut juste parce que le club il est en haut.
D'accord.
Yeah.
Mais moi, il va pas assez vers le bas.
So center of mass position basically reflects your mass distribution in the body.
Ok.
So
Il va pas assez vers le
Vers le bas.
vers
à
le
la
bas.
descente,
Ah, dans la descente, ouais.
je crois.
and then, but on the way down from here to here, it has to go more down here. So you have to reach about this point here. So that means on the way down, okay, on the way down, not only your arms are moving down, but also your body is going down.
Ok.
So with there, you can kick
Ok.
and then stand on the either side
And
here.
sometimes on the video, we can see that I'm going down, but at the beginning.
So yeah, that's not good.
That's not
When you lower your body, what happens is that at the beginning, the center mass goes down this way here. But this is okay, going relatively horizontally here.
Il dit que je
In
ne
the-
pas en bas à la
D'accord,
montée.
ok.
But generally,
D'accord.
Mais c'est juste qu'à la descente, je descends pas. Quoi.
Ouais.
generally you maintain your legs fairly extended here. So you just keep standing here.
Mes jambes, elles sont trop straight.
Ah ouais.
So basically, your main strategy is to lift this and then shallow here, instead of throw. When you throw the club here, you have to use this leg and then throw, and then lower this side here, and then kick. So you should have good up motion here and the up motion here, up and then up here.
Up, down, up.
Yeah. So essentially, for the body motion, it's just the up, down, up. But down motion should be more, so that the low point should go lower than the initial position here. So it has to go down here, and then going up to this position here. Okay? But you are not dropping, you are not lowering your body that much here.
Moi, mon centre de masse, il va pas en bas. Quoi.
D'accord.
Il est trop.
Et she play like that. Là, là.
Ouais, mes jambes, elles sont trop straight.
So when you have a good trail leg action in the backswing, it's easy to drop this side here. Kick and then drop this knee here, and then kick here.
So my right leg, when I'm going like the beginning, I need to straight up,
Almost a straightening here. So you have a feel of standing tall here.
tall.
And then when your body slightly goes toward the target, your knee is bent now here. With that, you can kick the ground and then throw here.
Okay.
So it's like imagine this triangular space here. So you are inside this triangular space. Your head cannot move laterally because it's narrow here, but you can move up and down here. And then this side, the bottom is broader, wider than this one here.
Okay.
So your pelvis have more room here to move here. With this, kick and then have the image of straightening this side here. Straighten here.
C'est
and then your body is leaning slightly this way.
Oh, even at. Yeah.
So
You're
more,
leaning left.
yeah. So almost have a reverse pivot posture here. So kick the right leg, and then you are going into reverse pivot. Then slightly drop here, then left knee is bent here. Now you can easily push the ground by using the left leg here.
Ok. Il dit presque avoir le. Donc là, la jambe droite descend, en haut, et après là, tu pousses à gauche, comme ça. Après,
Body.
The upper
Yeah.
body moves.
Slight reverse pivot.
Does the upper body moves left?
Almost dropping slightly.
Un peu.
A little.
Yeah, when your body is inclined like this, you can easily introduce this motion here. And this is bent here, then kick the ground here.
La levade là.
Yes. Yeah, this is good motion here.
Yeah.
And then kick.
And then kick.
But if you just stand here, and then just coming down, swing, if your legs are not active, it's hard to introduce up and down motion. Generally, you maintain the legs fairly extended. If you look at the swing,
Ouais, elle s'étend trop.
you see here, generally you are maintaining the legs fairly extended here.
But it is like extending, and then dropping, and then extending.
But
It's not
extended after, before that.
Yes, so what happens is, this is similar to stepping. When you step and step and step, when you repeat this stepping motion, so here, step and step and step, kick, up. When you're swinging this way, you're pushing the ground with the right leg, so your right hip is moving up. In the downswing, you're pushing the ground with the left leg, your left hip is going up here. So see my hip motion here, going up here and then up here. Up and up. When you have good up motions, between the ups, you automatically have a down motion. So no need to intentionally drop the body.
Don't need to?
No, you don't need to intentionally do that. When you have a good up, and also you have intention to have good up motion here, up from here, from the right side, and up from the left side, when you switch the legs, automatically your body drops.
Ok. Il dit, si tu vas en haut à la montée, et que dans ta tête, tu vas aller en haut à la descente, enfin après la descente,
Ça va se faire tout
ça va se faire tout seul.
So
Aller vers
it's like this, up, and the up, and the up. In order to create this up motion, you have to drop your body.
Oh, yeah.
Keep moving, up and up. Yes.
Ouais, c'est mieux ça.
So when you have a up motion, between the ups,
It
you
has
have
to
to
go down.
you have to move down. When you have the intention of going up here.
Ouais,
Right?
Like this.
Yes.
Ouais, ensemble.
So as if you are dancing, up. So if a metronome is ticking, then at the metronome tick, you're moving up here. So up. Continuous just to work on the ups. You automatically have down. So you're dancing up,
Ouais, mais toi, t'as du mal à remonter.
up here.
Ah, elle remonte. Ouais.
But the bottom line is, unless you use the legs, you'll not be able to move up and down correctly.
Okay.
So your legs should show this extension, flexion.
Il faut vraiment utiliser
You
les
have this
jambes.
motion here,
Ouais.
as if you're dancing.
Ok. Sinon, ça ne marchera pas.
But if generally you keep the legs straight here, then
Ouais,
you
sur le
lose
droit.
this motion.
D'accord, ok.
So, yeah, you have to drop the body where the center mass should go down this much here,
Yeah.
lower than initial. Then you can easily push hard up here in the downswing.
Okay.
But this, you have up motion here, but it's not coming from the normal push.
Ah,
The timing is off.
j'ai pas le bon timing.
Ah ouais?
J'ai du up, mais c'est pas bon.
Ah ouais.
So this is coming
Ça vient
from,
quand on
D'accord.
you,
vient pas du sol.
you still keep the leg straight here, and then you try to just lift the hip here.
Force it. Yeah.
So it's coming from off plane, the off timing motion.
C'est un mauvais timing.
Ah ouais.
So I will explain that later. So the pelvis has to go down here and then going up here, but your pelvis is going up quite a bit here because of
When is impact or
impact 10 here.
10 is impact?
Look at here, how high your left hip is going here. And then you're losing the ground reaction force here. Just a second.
And
Ça,
you
c'est
see-
le pelvis.
You see the left arm, it's break.
It's broken, yeah.
Yeah,
And it should be straight.
in this position.
So you have to really throw the end and then let it go rather than.
Yeah,
Moi, je
voilà.
tire.
Ouais.
Il faut l'envoyer.
Ouais.
Comme tu m'as fait faire un exercice. des fois.
So then let's go to the pelvis motion here. The upper one shows the red line shows a pelvis motion forward and backward.
Ok.
So
Donc,
pelvis center of mass moving forward and backward. So this is a forward motion up to this point, and then backward motion, and then a little bit of forward motion here. And then the green is away and toward motion. So you're moving initially away.
so how does it work? Can you show on the...
So here, so look at the pelvis motion here. So up to this point, your pelvis center of mass keeps moving this way here from the initial position.
centre de masse du pelvis va vers là-bas?
Et alors, c'est
Keep,
Is it good? Or...
et où est-ce que-
usually around here, your pelvis should start moving back here. So you are coming back to initial position here.
Non,
So
ça
thi-
devrait être de l'autre côté. À
so-
ce moment-là.
So this green line here, from here to here, this is a shift away, okay? And then after that, you should have a recentering back here. So initially you have a good push here. With there, your body is moving backward here. Because your leg is pushing down and out. The ground will push your foot up and inward here. So using that, push, and then your body is moving back here. So you have initial shift away, and when you have active push to the ground, then your pelvis now returns.
Le pelvis, il est par là.
It's called the recentering. So
Il se recentre.
shift away and then recenter here, then you keep moving toward the target here.
Because at the end of the backswing, Agathe, it's much like that.
So what you are doing is this: go up here and then just try to just go here all the way here.
Moi, j'essaye juste de faire comme ça et ça va par là. le pelvis.
So your pelvis is keep going this way here. Look at this posture here.
T'as compris?
On va tout. Enfin, je vois pas à quoi ça sert le pelvis.
Instead of kick and then coming back here. So kick by using the leg, kick the ground and then moving back. As you shift this way, now the knee will bend, right? So that you can easily push. And also because your body is now moving this way here, now your body is on the lead leg, so you can easily push the lead leg here and then support your body.
What fault do Agathe?
What is my mistake?
Yeah,
In your case, you are just staying here, all the way here,
Moi, je reste
instead
trop
of
là.
kick and coming back.
Ah, moi, j'ai pas assez. Moi, je reste trop là. Je reste par là, tu vois.
D'accord.
Alors qu'il faudrait que je sois là et là et par là.
So what happens is because
Comme ça.
your body is not active because you are busy
Je suis
of
pas active.
you are busy of doing this.
Je suis pas active parce que je dois prendre le temps de me mettre
Ouais,
dans le plan. Alors que
So your pelvis is here, your pelvis is here, and then you're doing this motion here, rather than kick and throw.
Ton problème, c'est dans le début de descente et pas en haut du swing, c'est ça?
So no need to worry about this. We'll practice the so-called two-step swing drills a little bit after this. And with that, you will be able to learn the rhythm. Okay, don't worry about it. So
C'est quoi ta question?
Là, le problème, c'est dans le début de descente ou en haut du backswing qui va pas.
Is the mistake at the end of the backswing
At the
or at
top.
the beginning of the downswing?
during the backswing.
The
Or
backswing. The backswing, the left hip, go
Yeah,
towards
so
the right.
she's
Trop
going.
facile.
She's going all the way here, standing here, and then
Et là,
this
je
is
shallow.
happening here.
En fait, je shallow
Is-
et
is
je
there
fais
a-
rien. Le bassin, il fait
Is that
rien.
throw this actively here, then you don't have to worry about this. Throw, and then the body is preparing
Ouais.
for the
Alors que
next
moi, je
motion,
prépare pas, comme lui.
rather than here and then.
Yeah. Moi, je shallow et je prépare pas mon
Ouais,
bassin.
le retour, parce qu'elle était obligée de le toucher.
Ouais. Du coup, ça me prend du temps.
And then the blue line is up and down motion of the pelvic center of mass. This is going too high here. It's going down gradually, and then at impact, it will go above the initial position. That's okay, but this is going too high here.
Moi, il va trop haut.
So you have
Mon bassin, il va trop
a
haut.
little bit of a jumping motion toward the
J'ai un
end.
peu trop de jump avec mon bassin.
À l'impact.
So look at this. Look at the body here. As you approach to the, you see,
À l'impact.
jumping here. So you are losing this ground reaction force here.
Et je perds la force du bras.
Du sol. T'as
So-
touché trop tôt, toi.
Now the left hip is moving high quite a bit here. The left hip is a lot higher than the right hip here with the jumping like action. So after the jumping, you have almost no force acting.
J'ai pas de force parce que je jump.
Ouais, trop tôt.
Is it because I'm jumping too early or I shouldn't jump at all?
That jump is not coming from natural leg action
Yeah.
Ouais.
because you keep the legs pretty much straight all the time.
It's forced.
And then you try to just using the ankle hand and try to push the ground
Parce
to
que moi, je
jump.
pousse avec mon
But
ankle.
if you have enough lowering motion here, go here in the lowering motion here, and then push, and still you are standing on the leader side and finish here instead of
Yeah.
jumping here.
Yeah.
So
Moi, je fais
swing and then stay on the leader side. Then the ground reaction force will be still higher than your body weight. But when you jump, then your ground reaction force becomes less than the body weight. So I will show you later that you have unweighting at the impact. Okay, so this pelvis motion is too high. So natural pattern is you keep going down here, and the push, and you will reach a bit higher than initial position, and they keep going for a while here. But because you are jumping,
goes down
you are almost at the top here, and then it's dropping here.
Voilà, c'est ce qu'on
à
veut.
cause du jump.
Ouais,
Yeah.
c'est ça. C'est ce
This
Alors que normalement, ça devrait être
when you have
qu'on veut
a
monter.
when you're jumping like motion toward the impact, then essentially you're losing the control.
ground force.
Yeah. Imagine when you play basketball and then when you try to shoot, but if the defender tries to block, right, then you lose the timing. But once your body is up, then you cannot do anything here. And then if you don't shoot and then just come back to the ground, it's a walking violation, right? So once your body is losing the ground reaction force, it's hard to control your body motion. Okay, so it's always important to have a good, interaction with ground. So the ground reaction force should be particularly reasonably large at impact. But if your pelvis goes this high here because of jumping, then you lose the force.
Je perds les forces.
Ouais, j'ai compris.
So here almost no force acting on both feet here because you're jumping. Okay. So this high pelvis center of mass position is coming from jumping leg action. And
From
then
the ankle, you think.
because your legs are not, your knees are not showing much
Bending,
bending here.
so it must come
So
from
yeah.
the ankle.
So with this, you will have issues in the downswing in terms of the ground reaction force. So we will see that later. And then this is the rotational motion. The red line is this rotation.
Shoulders?
No, the pelvis.
Oh, pelvis.
Pelvis rotation. So during the backswing, the pelvis rotates all the way to this point here. So this is the pelvis transition point. Pelvis rotates back at this point, 5 here. If you look at the shape here, shape of the graph here, it's initially increasing the rotation angle rapidly here. And then the slope changes here. So that means you have 2-stage pelvis motion. So your pelvis is moving initially, quickly, and then rotating faster here. But then once you pass this point, then it slows down quite a bit here. So the slope changes.
Is it good?
Non, c'est-à-dire que
That means you have two-stage motion.
Là, je vais vite, je tourne vite le bassin et après je le ralentis un peu.
Ah ouais,
C'est pas
à la
bien.
fin, d'accord.
It needs to be
Ben, c'est
one
comme-
stage motion.
So it should
Normalement,
be,
c'est la même vitesse, comme au petit.
so it should be continuous motion,
Continue.
continuous turn, and then going back here, instead of quick turn here, and then
slow.
you're adding a bit more rotation, but now it's a slow here.
Okay.
So then the slope changes here.
Continue.
D'accord.
The slope changes about here. So you need to have a more continuous increase here, and then hit the maximum, and then going back.
D'accord.
So yeah, when you have a change in the slope, you also see this. This is a blue line is a lateral tilt. The pelvis is showing lateral tilt. And then, so lateral tilt increases up to this point, but then again, the slope changes instead of having continuous motion all the way here. So in the backswing, you have a 2-stage motion because you have the initial quick action and then slow motion after that.
But you said it was good to slow down.
Active slowdown. That means you have to slow it down in a short time period. Active slowdown. So
My time where I slow down is too long.
yeah, because you have 2-stage motion. Up to this point, you have a quick turn at the beginning, but then now you have a lot flatter graph here.
3/4 of
So this is when the arm is about here, when the club is up to this point. You have a one piece
Ici,
rotation.
je vais très vite.
Up to
Avec
this
le bassin.
point, you have one piece rotation, but after that, you have a slow
Je vais
turn there.
lentement. Normalement, le bassin, il
Instead of
doit
having
continuer.
one continuous motion all the way here.
Okay.
You quick turn and then slow motion after that. Because you want to go to this position without using the legs. So turn and then try to lift this.
And when you mention slowing down, is just with the hands, not with
The whole
pelvis?
body, whole body.
The whole body.
Yeah, your body will slow down. And,
So the pelvis has to slow down too.
and then this should
So
be,
it won't be continuous.
so it should be, no, it should be going this way, more straighter, go all the way here to the peak, rather than you have a quick increase in the pelvis angle, and then the slope changes here. So that means you have 2-piece motion, 2-stage motion in the backswing. So when you have a 1-stage motion, then imagine this in one action here, versus
And when you mention slowing down,
so
this-
toward the end.
because it's still continuous.
So you have a active motion all the way here. Now you don't have that much time here. Here you are actively slowing down.
Like 5 centimeters?
No, it's too small. But you don't have to give the number here. But try to have more continuous turn all the way rather than initial motion up to this point here, and then try to use the whole body and then going slowly here. You have to use the momentum here and then all the way here. So as long as you have continuous motion, then this should be automatically changing. So I'll give you this natural drill to automatically
Okay.
work on these. So the solution can be actually a lot simpler than you think.
Okay.
So don't make it too complicated. Okay? So I'm just telling you what I see, but the solution
Simple.
is a one Tylenol.
C'est quoi? C'est-
La solution est facile et moi j'ai l'impression que c'est compliqué.
Yeah, so generally I see a 2-stage pelvis motion. Then when this happens, we'll also see something in the X factor pattern here. X factor X factor means the separation between the shoulders and the hips here.
La séparation entre les
So when they separate here,
épaules et le bassin.
then it's the X shape here.
Ça fait un X.
So,
Tu connais?
so about here, you will see the shoulder line and pelvis line are parallel to each other.
Là, c'est parallèle.
So
Les
there's
épaules et le pelvis.
so there's no angle between them.
Il n'y a pas d'angle. Donc,
So
ça,
the-
c'est à zéro là.
So the X factor is 0 here.
Ok.
Then, as you keep rotating now, the shoulder rotated more.
Faster. Yeah.
Then you have angle between the two lines.
Ok.
That's the X factor.
Excellent.
So as you keep swinging in the backswing direction, this angle increases.
Yeah.
Again, this is about 3 and 4 here.
Ok.
Up to this point, you have a continuous increase here. And this one goes a bit more here. Then here, it becomes really flat here,
Yes.
instead of continuously increasing.
Là aussi, il faut que ça soit continu. Et moi, c'est
And also,
pas continu.
this is 5 when the pelvis rotation is completed. And then
Là, le
6,
pelvis, il s'arrête.
this is the top of action here.
Là, c'est le top.
So usually X factor should be maximum at this point. So that means again, from here you have the continuous increase all the way to this here.
Ça doit être une ligne droite. Et moi,
D'accord.
c'est-
More
la
this
fin,
way
c'est
here.
trop plat.
But
D'ailleurs,
you,
ça va trop vite, too quickly at the beginning, and after.
so you're increasing quickly up to this point and then it plateaus here. Then you are losing that separation effect.
Donc, je perds la séparation.
Ouais, c'est quickly
séparation.
and stop. Quickly. and stop.
Yeah, when this happens, you will have trouble in the transition sequence.
Je vais avoir des problèmes de transition.
In order to have a sequential transition of the body, so the pelvis turns first, then the thorax, shoulders, arms, and club sequentially change the direction. In order to do that, you have to have good continuous separation here. But up to this point, you have continuous separation. But from here to here, it doesn't change that much. So you are losing the separation effect.
Au début, c'est bien. Genre, j'ai bien le bassin qui se sépare les angles
Ouais.
par rapport aux épaules. Mais après, à la fin, ils tournent presque en même temps, les mêmes angles. quoi.
Ah, the hips and the shoulders turn in the same time.
Deuxième. Et en
So,
fait,
up
plus
to-
tu sépares, plus tu auras de force.
Ah ouais.
Up to this point, you have good separation.
Enfin, il dit c'est mieux. En tout cas.
Up to this point, you have continuous separation. But after that, both the pelvis and shoulders are turning pretty much together here.
Elles tournent en même temps.
Actually, they are not turning that much here, because
Elles tournent
from
beaucoup.
from here, the shoulder rotation, pelvis rotation almost completed here.
Mais je continue quand même à se.
Then from that point on, you don't add that much rotation. That's why
J'ajoute pas de rotation.
you lose the separation effect here. But rather,
J'ai pas de séparation encore.
it's better to have a continuous separation all the way to top of action,
To have more speed.
on the way down.
Ça, c'est comme un élastique.
D'accord.
So this leads to the kinematic sequence here. In the kinematic sequence in golf swing, we have 3 kinematic sequences: the backswing sequence, the transition sequence,
Cinématique.
and the downswing
Ah
sequence.
ouais,
here.
c'est les blocages.
Il y en a
Now-
3.
Ouais, je sais. Les hanches.
Now look at this. In the downswing, the sequence is based on the timing of the peak angular velocity, peak rotational velocity. So the pelvis red line reaches peak value here in the backswing, about here.
Le pic de la vélocité
This is shoulder.
du downswing.
This is the thorax. This is the shoulder. This is the arms here. These are reaching peak angular velocities early.
Trop tôt.
Trop tôt.
J'ai trop de vitesse trop tôt.
So what happens is you have a quick motion and then slow down after that.
Oh, backswing or downswing?
Backswing.
Ah, à la montée, pardon.
La montée.
So these peaks
Je vais trop vite.
should occur more here,
Ça devrait être un peu plus tard.
in the middle of the backswing.
Au milieu du backswing. Pas-
And then the arms should be delayed. The club peak should be delayed here.
Et les bras, ça doit être encore un peu plus tard.
But in your
Le
case,
club, encore plus tard.
everything is happening about here.
Tout est en même temps.
And then the arms and club about here.
In the
These are
backswing.
early.
In the backswing.
In the backswing, this is too early.
J'ai trop de vitesse, trop au début. Et tout
D'accord.
ensemble. Alors que
D'accord.
normalement, ça devrait être séparé. Les bras et le club, les bras avant-dernier et le club en dernier.
So you need to have a climax toward the end of the backswing. So as if you are angry. When you're angry, you try to hit somebody really hard, then right?
Yeah.
Instead of instead of hitting like this, boom. You are creating good separation toward the end of the backswing when you're angry. For that, initially, instead of quick motion here and then slow motion after that, you should have a gradual increase here, and then your climax is toward the end of the backswing, here. So toward the end of the backswing, you should feel this coiling here. The
La
body
vitesse
coils.
grandissante. Alors que moi, je l'ai trouvé trop au
Ouais,
début.
et après tu ralentis. Et après tu disais que les blocages c'était quoi
What are the three kinetics?
Three kinematic sequences.
Which one are they?
This is the backswing sequence that we talked about. Just
Backswing.
it's a backswing sequence.
Backswing sequence.
And then now here is the transition sequence.
Après, tu as la transition.
Oui, mais c'est il faut qu'il s'arrête, c'est ça, à un moment donné, à la montée. Non, comment il...
Doesn't it to be stopped?
Non, it's together.
It's continuous motion.
Continuous.
Continuous, and then they are changing the direction of rotation at different time points.
Il change la direction.
So this is this part here, blow up here. This is the transition sequence. Now, if you look at your pattern, red line is pelvis, green is thorax, blue is shoulders, and then gray is the arms. All these are pretty much transitioning almost at the same time.
Ah, c'est
La
d'abord ça.
transition au même moment.
C'est énorme. Énorme, parce que-
The only thing that shows separation is the club here, because you have this motion here. Club shows separation, from the others, but in terms of body, pretty much all body parts are changing the direction at the same time. It's called the clustered transition. So instead of sequential transition. So your pelvis goes first, then thorax, shoulders, arms, and club. Then these will be all separated.
Okay.
But in your case, these are
Bassin, thorax, épaule,
arms
Arms
and the club.
club. Ça, c'est la séquence que je devrais faire.
Ouais.
Et moi, je fais tout en même temps.
But in your case, you see, these are pretty much transitioning at the same time, all clustered.
Yes.
And then the only separation we see is here, between the body and the club here. It's because your body goes to the end position, stop there, while this is
Parce que moi,
happening.
je prends le temps de m'arrêter et de mettre flat.
Ouais, le mettre.
So it's a more arm-driven motion here, rather than using the body. These muscles are bigger than these muscles.
Les muscles ici sont plus importants que ceux-là.
D'accord.
So these leg muscles are missiles and rockets. Okay?
C'est des missiles.
Ah ouais.
And then these muscles are cannons.
Ça, c'est les canons.
And then these muscles are,
Gun.
yeah.
Ça, c'est les guns.
Yeah.
C'est petit.
Et les jambes, c'est.
Les missiles, les canons et les guns.
Ouais.
So then you need to use these bigger muscles rather than this here.
Okay.
If you do this, if you rely on the rifles, you cannot win the war.
On peut pas gagner la guerre avec des...
So you need to engage more these muscles and the leg muscles here. And then in the downswing, it's based on the peak angular velocity. And then these are generally reaching the peak angular velocity about here when the club is aligned vertically. This timing is okay.
Yeah?
So this timing is okay. So all these are pretty much happening at the same time. This is okay. So in the downswing, we don't expect separated peaks.
Dans le downswing, tu n'as pas besoin d'avoir séparé. Donc là, ça va.
Ah ouais.
So the only separation is between the body and the club.
C'est que entre le corps et le club qu'il faut la séparation.
And now this pink line here is the wrist angular velocity. Okay, wrist motion.
Mon wrist,
Ouais, les poignets.
And then for the pink line, if it's below the axis here, it means a cocking. So this is cocking.
si c'est en dessous, le moins, c'est comme ça.
And then when the line goes above the axis here, this is uncocking.
Si c'est au-dessus de 0, c'est comme ça.
Ah ouais.
So your uncocking starts here.
Too soon?
No, it's not too soon, but you could delay this a bit more. So this is
Je pourrais le faire un peu plus tard.
Le décasser.
this is coming from your shallowing motion, but it's not really coming from your momentum here. When you have fast motion toward the end of the backswing, when the club moves fast here, the club wants to keeps going that way, and you are slowing this down, and then coming into the downswing here. Then usually when you have good transition from backswing to downswing, then this pink line goes more down and then going up here. And then it shows a
Normalement, ça
lot.
va vers le bas et vers le haut.
It shows a lot more delayed release here. So what happens is the club is moving fast during the backswing here, and then toward the end you are resisting this motion.
Là, tu
It will
résistes.
give a slow down here. While slowing down, then you are coming down this way here. This keeps going a bit more. So it's called the down cocking. And then
Release.
uncocking here.
Fast.
But this one is coming from this shallowing motion. So, but this is okay. This is reasonably delayed here.
Ça va, mais bon, ça peut être mieux.
And then these lines are for elite men's average, so I cannot compare you with the men
C'est
here.
les garçons.
But still,
Ligne horizontale. Ouais.
this peak should go higher. You should be able to use the wrist better.
Je devrais pouvoir utiliser mes
Les poignets de mieux.
mieux.
When the wrist angular velocity increases, then club angular velocity automatically increases.
Oh, yeah?
Right? Yeah.
Il dit que si
So you should be able to use this.
c'est plus rapide, forcément mon shaft il sera plus rapide.
Ah bah oui,
Now let's take a look at what's happening here.
c'est un couple mode.
Look at the stick figure. Impact. Still your left
Yeah, left.
and also right side. Both the elbows are bent here.
Yes.
Yeah, like that. And it's a problem.
And then after that, swing here, and then you are going this way here.
Yeah.
But instead, image this. So instead of shallow here and then pull this here,
Yeah.
so you need to have this motion here, well extended lead on
But
here.
I'm trying, but I can't.
So you should have the image of throwing, okay? But because you are going higher and they're using this shallowing motion, you're pulling this down here. It's already arm driven, so it's hard to let it go.
Comme je mets flat, et puis j'utilise mes bras, bah, c'est dur de laisser aller.
So in order to throw this, go here, and then this is what you need here. Throw here. So wind up using this big muscles here. You start the downswing, and then let it go. Versus from the beginning, you're pulling this down.
Yeah.
If you pull this down, drag this, your arms have to bend like this.
I do some exercise with the left arm, and it's better on video. But then when I do with two arms, same.
So that means you are pulling here.
Yes.
You go up here and then you're pulling this here. That's why. When you pull, always the arms bend here. But drop this, go up here, and then using the body action, you're starting the downswing. And your goal is just throw here. Throw.
Avec le corps, j'utilise le corps et après, hop, tu lâches.
So you have to feel the motion of the end point. You should be able to release it instead of pull here. Drop and then throw instead of pull this down. So
Pas le tirer. Le laisser aller. Ici, ton cœur.
and then so if you go to the frontal view here. Now let's take a look at this one here. This shows how you are interacting with the ground. So these arrows here, the one at the left foot and the right foot here, these are the ground reaction forces measured by the force plates. The middle one is the sum of these two. Okay? So these are measured ones, and these are the sum of these two here. So the middle graph,
Le milieu, c'est l'addition des deux forces.
D'accord.
The middle graph shows the ground reaction force. This is the combined force, which is this arrow here. Blue is the force acting on the right foot.
Le bleu, c'est la
Green,
droite, la force à droite.
green is the force acting on the left foot here.
Et la rouge, c'est les deux.
So this shows the magnitude of force here. And then the lower one here, this one shows the so-called moment arm or lever arm. So what it is if you look at this one here, this is the whole body center of mass. This is the combined ground reaction force. The separation between them here. So here we have the center of mass. We have the ground reaction force here. This distance, separation, is called the moment arm. The reason why this is important is if you multiply the moment arm and then the ground reaction force here, that gives the torque. Torque is the cause of rotational acceleration.
Can I explain? Il dit que tu as la ligne droite qui est la force combinée des deux jambes et le rouge, le point rouge c'est le centre de la masse et la différence, l'espace entre les deux, ça te fait le moment arm et si tu multiplies le moment arm par la ligne combine de la force, ça te donne le torque. Et le torque c'est important. Why is the torque important again?
Torque is the cause of rotational acceleration. So
L'accélération et la rotation.
if you want to speed up your rotation, then you need a large torque.
Large torque. Il faut un
So,
torque pour pouvoir
so when you multiply the moment arm and the force, that gives you the torque here. Now, this is the longest moment arm in the backswing here. Because this is the line, and then we have this separation here. This separation is good here. Okay. And then when the force passes through the center of mass here, now this force is going through the center of mass, that there is no moment arm.
Là, il n'y a pas de momentum parce que
So the moment arm is zero. Then zero momentum times force should be zero torque here. And after that, the force goes right side of the center of mass, like this. Then this is the line. When you extend this line, then you can find this separation here.
yes.
So that's this one here. So this is when the pelvis rotation is completed.
Quand les hanches sont totalement tournées,
This is the top of backswing here. Okay.
au niveau du backswing.
So if you extend this, and this is the separation here. So you have the longest momentum about here.
Okay, is that good?
This is above elite man's average. This line is elite man's average.
So it's good.
Yeah. So in centimeters.
And it's at the good timing?
Timing is okay. It's right after the top of backswing. However, here's the one thing we need to pay attention to. So when you multiply this and the force, then this is torque, right?
Yes.
Even your torque, when we normalize it to the body weight, so eliminate the effect of body weight, then still your maximum is greater than elite man's average maximum.
Okay.
However, the peak is kind of sharp here.
Yeah.
So it hits the maximum value here, it quickly decreases, you see. By the time you have the club aligned vertically here, the torque comes down to this level here. You're
Une bonne
almost,
valeur en haut,
you are-
mais ça va trop en bas rapidement.
you're quickly losing the torque here.
Parce que les pointillés, c'est les meilleurs hommes, on va dire.
D'accord.
Donc il dit c'est très bien, mais ça va trop vite, ça descend trop vite.
Ouais.
So, and then your force, ground reaction force maximum is below the average here.
Et why?
So you are not pushing enough ground
The
enough.
ground.
Because you have, again, you have a lack of vertical motion here.
Parce que j'ai pas assez de force verticalement.
D'accord.
And then,
So that's why I have a big, sharp peak, because I don't use the ground.
yeah, at this point here, the momentum will decrease. But if you have a relatively large force here, then this will be larger, right? But because the force is not much, while the momentum is decreasing here, so this torque
Pas
is.
beaucoup de force dans le downswing.
D'accord.
Now, even more problem is that this torque is acting this way here,
Yeah.
promoting downward rotation. But look at this.
Là, il dit il y a un problème.
now the torque goes below the axis here.
Il est trop bas.
Ouais, très bien.
So after that, this becomes negative here, right?
Yes.
That means the torque is acting in the opposite direction.
C'est-à-dire que le torque est en direction opposée de ce qu'on veut.
Oh.
So you're rotating this way. You want to accelerate this rotation, but torque is acting in the opposite direction.
Oh.
Le torque il est par là.
Oh.
And it interferes with your rotation.
Tu vois la,
ouais,
la
ouais,
ligne,
ouais.
la ligne elle est à gauche alors qu'elle devrait être à
Yeah.
droite.
Attends, la ligne.
So here it should stay
So the line
up here.
here should be this way
Yes.
and mine is this way.
Yes, yes, yes.
Ah oui, la
Le torque, il
ligne.
va par là,
Ouais,
vers
j'ai
la
compris,
droite,
ouais.
alors qu'il devrait aller
Cette,
vers la gauche.
ça devrait être par là.
Ouais.
Yeah, the force
Non,
should
non,
be
pas
here.
celle-là, pas celle-là.
The force should be here.
Celle-là, la combinée. La combinée, elle est vers la droite et moi, je devrais aller vers la cible.
Ah ouais. Mais ouais, it's
So
the low body.
yeah, so at this stage,
Oui, c'est les forces du...
you
c'est les
still
forces.
should have a lot more force on the left side here.
Je devrais avoir plus de force à gauche.
Ouais.
Then this will move this way here. Then force goes like this.
Et aussi ma jambe. My right leg too, right? Pushing towards the target.
This is pushing toward target. This is pushing against the you know. So these are acting like this. But the problem is, this force is too small.
Too small.
This should be larger.
And going
Look
this
at
way.
look at this. At this point, the green and the blue are equal to each other. But here, you should have a lot larger force
On va avoir
from this
beaucoup,
side
beaucoup
here.
plus de force à gauche.
Beaucoup plus de force.
So
Beaucoup plus.
in the downswing, as you swing here, you should stand on the lead side here, so that you have a lot of force acting on the lead side. But what happens is you are pushing the ground equally,
Je pousse comme ça.
you're pushing like this, and then
Et également.
this force is going slightly this way here, so the torque is acting the opposite direction.
Ah.
This is the problem with the jumping.
C'est à cause du jumping.
Yeah, so after that, the ground reaction force, so here the ground reaction force is equal to your body weight. This is one body weight here. The red line is equal to your body weight. So this force is equal to your body weight.
Ça, cette force, c'est 60 kg.
But after that, the force goes way below
Et après, il n'y a plus de force.
the body weight here. You
No
see,
more. Yeah.
it's called the unweighting. It's called the unweighting. So it's a jumping here. So when you have a jumping motion, always you have a bit more force on this side, or the force is going like this. You have this momentum, which gives this torque here,
Le torque est inversé.
instead of adding the torque this way.
Donc là, je devrais avoir le poids à gauche, enfin, la force à gauche.
So this is the problem with the jumping. Okay? And then,
And if I'm trying to put weight on the left, the force is going to go this way.
so
It's not going to go that way.
yeah, so let's see. You have good push from the right side, and then your body is shifting this way. Now this is bent, and then push the ground and the turn. You are standing on the lead side here.
Yeah.
If you can stand, swing and stand on the lead side, then you have a lot more force acting on this side. So here it keeps giving you torque in this direction.
And it won't go this way
No.
if I work on that. Okay.
So you should have the image of swinging and almost taking a step this way.
Parce que moi, mon torque, il est...
Yeah. So stand on this side
Okay.
instead of
I'm
Jump.
going this way
jumping. Yeah.
and jumping.
Yeah.
Parce que comme je jump, je vais par là.
Ouais, ok, j'ai compris.
And then, so here in the backswing, you will see that at this point, around here, when the club is horizontal, here, about here, the ground reaction force is slightly bigger than the body weight here, because the red line is above the one body weight line.
Is that good?
So this one is greater than body weight here, but it should go a bit more. So you should have a more active push
Je devrais être plus active.
during the
Parce que
backswing.
là, c'est à peu près juste 60 kg de force. Et c'est pas assez.
And then,
Ça devrait être plus que mon poids normalement.
after this good push, so soon here,
Je dois pousser.
the force goes below the body weight.
C'est le début du backswing.
So this phase here, when the ground reaction force is less than the body weight, is called the unweighting phase.
That's good. No, too
You-
early for me.
You have to have more unweighting. This has to go more down. So remember, when you have a good push from this side, and then later we have a good push here. So when the foot switches,
Yes.
there we're not pushing the ground
Unweight.
that much, so we have a lot of unweighting between. That unweighting brings the body down.
Ok. Il y a un moment où tu es en haut, il n'y a plus de poids. Parce que tu es en train de transition.
Ouais, d'accord.
Et moi, il y a rien, quoi. Alors que normalement, ça devrait être plus. Là. Là.
Yeah.
Plus un trou, quoi.
So-
Parce que normalement, là, il y a du poids, il y a du poids. Et là, il n'y a plus de poids. Parce
Ouais.
que je vais à gauche.
Ouais.
Et là, il y a du poids, il y a du poids.
Ouais.
Et normalement, ça devrait être en dessous de mon poids, quoi.
D'accord.
So here, when you have good unweighting, then you will have good push here.
Il dit si on a moins de force vers le bas quand on est en haut parce qu'on fait la transition, on va créer de la force, encore plus de force.
D'accord, ok. Alors que toi, tu mets pas assez de...
Moi, je mets pas de force.
So in the vertical direction, we have
Demande-lui.
here push.
Toi, tu mets pas assez de...
What do I do with the forces?
You don't have enough unweighting here.
Moi j'ai pas de unweighting, je sais pas comment on dit, pas de poids.
Pas de poids. Ouais.
Moi j'ai pas de poids.
D'accord.
Et non, parce que je fais pas la transition. Donc j'ai toujours un peu de poids dans le sol. Et normalement, quand tu fais la transition, il y a un moment où tu n'en as plus.
D'accord. Ok. Mais toi, quand tu montes, tu vas venir à droite à la montée.
Je parle des forces.
Ouais. Mais la force, elle va bien à droite, demande-lui.
So,
À droite.
so
Elle est là la force.
when you have good unweighting here, then you will have good push after that. Always when we interact with the ground, we repeat push, unweight, and push.
Ok.
We keep repeating push and unweight.
Et toi, c'est quoi ta question?
Est-ce que ta force, elle va bien
Mais
à
quelle
droite?
force?
Ben,
La
à
force
la
de la
montée.
jambe
de la
droite?
jambe droite, hein, à la montée.
Elle va à droite.
Oui, est-ce que chez toi, ça va bien?
Is my right leg force going to the right for me when I swing?
The backswing.
In the backswing, no, the direction is okay in the backswing here. When you have the active push here from the trail side here, it's inclined this way. This is okay,
But is it going to the right?
it has to go this way here. The force,
Ça va à gauche.
look at this. The force is inclined this way here, because you're pushing the ground using the leg here. So the force should be along the leg here.
Ok.
Push it this way
La
here,
force, elle est sur la ligne de ta jambe.
À la montée.
Ouais. Elle est pas à droite.
because you are
Elle est vers la
extending.
gauche.
You are extending the knee, and then with that you are pushing the ground.
Ok.
So the force should act this way here,
C'est bien.
D'accord.
along the leg, and then going through the right hip. Okay,
Ok.
this force. Then the force is inclined this way.
Yes. Ok.
This force is not much, so overall, the combined force is also inclined this way.
Ok.
Up to this one, this is okay,
This is okay.
but you need to have a bit more active push here. So bring the red line a bit higher.
Mais je dois
Then
plus
you have
pousser, quoi. C'est bien, mais je dois
active
plus
push
pousser.
here.
Plus actif.
With this active push, you're actually creating active turn here.
Avec un.
Yeah. The upper body turn,
Yeah.
if you don't use the legs actively, then you intentionally just to try to turn upper body.
Yeah.
This versus when you have active leg push and then turn, the speed is very different.
So is it the legs that you're turning and this is going to turn naturally, or you're turning both?
So using the leg action, so image that you are turning this way and then drop the right side a little bit. So your right knee is bent. From there, push, turn here. Yes.
Ok. Il
So
dit que
that-
si je tourne les jambes, le haut du corps va tourner naturellement, alors que moi je fais plutôt le haut du corps
D'accord.
en forçant.
So when you keep pushing the ground with the right leg, then you'll be able to continue this turn all the way here. Instead of early quick push and then slow down here. Okay. So you have to keep pushing and then maintain this force. Maintain this force, the blue line, maintain this here. That means you keep pushing this and then keep turning.
And you turn max, or like you have to stop?
You don't have to. Actually, you have to have active slowdown. So you are not going to the end of your range of motion, but rather this motion is active motion here. Active motion. rhythmic motion here. Yes, yes.
Tu vas pas
So with that,
total avec les shoulders,
D'accord,
mais
ok.
en motion.
with that, you have a deceleration and a change of direction, acceleration,
Tu changes.
deceleration here, change of direction, acceleration, and then deceleration, change of direction, acceleration, deceleration. So every time when you turn in one direction, initially you have acceleration, followed by deceleration, change of direction, acceleration, deceleration. So
Deceleration here? Oh, when, okay.
So imagine that you are starting from here. You have good acceleration here, then later deceleration here, and then acceleration, and then deceleration here.
Okay.
So you are generating this acceleration by using the right leg here. And
C'est
then
généré avec cette jambe.
keep turning here toward and still maintain active motion, but at the end you have to slow this down actively by using these muscles. Now these muscles are holding the body. With that you are actively slow down and then let it go.
À la fin, tu dois retenir un petit peu avec ces muscles comme ça, tu peux.
Ouais, ouais.
So toward the end of the back, you have to feel the tension building.
Yes.
Yeah. And also the right hip here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you should feel tension building here.
Et aussi
That
en
means that
avant.
these muscles are slowing down the motion actively. So when you have it's just a rhythmic motion here, that the body never stops. It keeps moving.
Yes.
With that, you have these muscles elongated, shortened, elongated, shortened. So you need to feel this rhythmic motion. Okay. So it's important to, instead of just to go here and then try to start dancing, you must have this wind up and then unwind.
Plus fort avec le bras quand tu démarres de là. Parce que du coup, tu es moins vertical.
And we also tried to swing the club when the ball is in front. When the club is in front, I go always faster with the track.
A lot, hein?
A lot.
Yeah.
Whereas when I go here,
4-5 miles.
here, much
Yeah,
faster.
yeah, yeah. Because you have more range of motion here.
Parce qu'il y a plus de range of motion.
Yeah, and the plane, I think it's better. No?
So in order to have really active backswing here, the active slow down, stay on this side. When you want to have active slow down here, then using this trigger motion here, go this much, coming down, coming down, then you'll feel the tension is building here.
Yeah, because for his student as well, he tried and much faster.
I have the same thing.
Yep. And then have a bit more time at the top. So really have wind up and then throw instead of quickly coming down here.
D'y aller plus lentement.
En haut dans la transition.
Non?
It doesn't have to be a bigger motion, but give it more time. So active motion here, and then when you slow down, the transition phase should be long. You are slowing down while your body is preparing for the next motion here, and then let
Tu
it
dois
go.
ralentir et en même temps aller à gauche.
D'accord.
So what happens is when you just go up and then swing down here, then you tend to use arms here. But
Moi, j'utilise mes bras.
and then throw like that, yeah, like that. Yeah, and then feel the tension at the end of the backswing. Yeah. So when you have more time in the transition phase, then during that period, your lower body is actually working with the ground to generate more torque.
Comme tu as plus de temps en haut, après tu peux aller à gauche. Parce que moi j'essaie d'aller trop vite.
Ouais, d'accord.
So certainly you can use the arms to swing here. This versus you have a body, you coil the body here. Using this, you can use these muscles instead of using the arms. So once you start engaging these muscles, then your speed changes completely. But
Si je
for,
commence à utiliser ces muscles, je vais gagner en vitesse.
but for the moment, you just need to practice the rhythmic motion a lot. So okay, so let's stop here, and then let's work on the step drills a little bit. So go ahead, warm up a little bit.